Welcome back, people. I know it's been a while since I last posted a video on YouTube, and this is actually my third take on this because originally I had a beautiful flow going on in the last video, but what ended up happening was that my camera decided to just yeet my video out of existence after 3 minutes. So I was just busy talking to the air for the rest of the time. But you know what? Maybe there was a reason why that happened. But let's continue. First of all, this is a new setup. I figured that I do this video right here on the floor to be a bit more comfortable and when I'm talking, and so I can relax instead of sitting being rigid in a chair and just in one position. So why not be more closer to the ground, get some grounding earth energy and whatnot. I am going to burn some dragon's blood, sage, and open up the circle. I was about to say open up the pit, but I used to do, mosh pit shit when I was younger. Alright. We're gonna let that burn for a bit. Also, joining me will be my lovely little plant friends. We got this lovely mass cane right here. I forgot what exactly this is called. I think it's called Algorium. Back behind us, a Chinese money plant. We got 2 moonflowers I'm growing. Dwarf monstera. We got alocasia right here, and we got a couple of pothos. And in my first video, I know basically I showed you guys my spider plant, but I really don't want to. Okay, disrespectful. I know in the past I showed you guys my spider plant. I don't feel like showing you Edna right now. She is in critical condition in ICU, so let's see how she reacts to my extra tender loving care in the next couple weeks. But let's get back on topic. The one thing I wanted to talk to you about in this video, and it's been long coming: spiritual narcissism. What is it? How can you possibly spot it? I know I briefly covered about that topic in 3 TikTok videos. They were kind of broken up 3 parts, a minute apart, but I didn't get, of course with TikTok, you only get a minute, max. So I wanted to make this little short video to kind of bring all those parts together and have it in something short and concise. Not trying to make this super long. Maybe in the future I'll touch up on it and go really in depth with a longer video, but I just want to quickly, touch on this. Alright, so spiritual narcissist and spiritual narcissism, what is it exactly? Now, basically, spiritual narcissism or spiritual narcissists believe that their journey is above everything else. Their journey is higher than anyone else's journey that they may deem mediocre. Say for instance, you just started on your spiritual journey and then you go try to learn from a certain community of people. Maybe there's a couple narcissists in there. They'll look at you like, fucking peasant, no, you can't sit with us. That mean girl shit. And I think that's kind of mean though. And the thing with these people is I'm not trying to really come at them, because I'm pretty sure that they started off, remaining humble during their spiritual journey. But there's a little thing called ego that tends to be that little snake and be like, let me talk to you, little sis, like that. They talk to you in your ear and you kind of okay, people are liking my journey, that's cool. And then Next you know, you are running an angelical church like a megalomaniac. But yeah, spiritual narcissists, they really believe that they're like right here. They're like, you know, close to God, and that everyone else that are not on the same level is like bam, right beneath them, and they just look at them like the fucking Volturi, be like, fucking peasants, like, you guys are just cow fodder. And I think that's a little bit like, here's the thing about people's spiritual journeys. Not one person's spiritual journey is going to be exactly the same as the next. You know, we are all designed differently. We are all going to have different problems. So whatever works for one person may not work for the next person, and one person may not understand, you know, the reasons behind why another person is doing, you know, their spiritual journey, you know, a little bit different. You know, we're all different, but all that matters is that it works for them, brings them peace, they're not hurting anyone, and that's it. That's all that matters. What if it ain't broke? Why fix it? Done. I also mentioned that spiritual narcissists do tend to like kind of like skip their shadow work. And the reason why I say that is because, like, why do shadow work if you have a huge following, you know, gassing you up? Because a part of the deal with the spiritual narcissist is that basically they are in it mostly for the likes. Like I said, maybe in the beginning their spiritual journey was like nice and cool and chill, but eventually when, like I said, when a little voice called ego is talking in your ear, now they're just doing it for the gram. Like, I know somebody like mentioned to me before, when I had mentioned that spiritual narcissists, basically you can catch them, they're usually the people that write like 4-page letters of their journey on social media, talking about like where their journey took them, where it's leading them to next, you know, this and that and the third. And someone was like, well, Jess, everyone posts about their spiritual journey. True. The difference is that basically, you know, sometimes people love to share like their goals and achievements and still remain humble, just to basically be like, hey, look, I made it and you can too. Being that beacon of light. I said like being that beacon of light. They don't really care about like if everyone agrees with them or if they're going to get the most likes. What matters to people is that what matters to like just regular humble people is that, hey, this is my journey. I just want to be, you know, inspire people to like push forward in their journey. A spiritual narcissist, like I said, they're just doing it for the gram. They're just, you know, trying to build a huge following. And that basically, when you got a huge following gassing you up, why do your shadow work? Because shadow work is basically looking into yourself, looking into your soul, like owning your triggers, like owning your traumas and whatnot. You know, basically owning the dark parts of you. You acknowledge that you have these dark parts and you own that shit. But like I said, spiritual narcissists, they just kind of like, what's the point of, you know, doing the shadow work if everybody loves me? And then they just like skip it, and then they're just like giving themselves constantly, not really feeding their own self. The people are feeding them, not themselves. Their people are feeding them. They're only doing these things just to like look good. And that leads into another thing I talked about, spiritual narcissists. They tend to basically dismiss any and absolve any guilt from their mind. And what I mean by that is, okay, most of the spiritual narcissists that I have seen in the spiritual community are teachers. And the reason why I say that is because here's the thing. If a person questions, another person, that person is either going to be offended by what this person says because it's either true or it's something fucking far-fetched. Or they're going to be like, why do you think that's it? Let's talk about this. I want to know more. Like, when you want to know more, if someone says like, you hurt me in a certain way, we need to talk about this. When you want to know more, like the details, like how did I do this? Like, talk it out. What I noticed what some spiritual narcissists do is they basically kind of just like excommunicate the person that accuses them, the accuser, from their whole fucking life and community. And I noticed this has been happening a lot lately, where like people are questioning their teachers and their friends, and they're just getting like butt hurt, and they're just like, well, I guess I'm not going to talk to you. Instead of talking to another person like a damn adult, they hit that block button hard and kick him off like any like groups and whatnot. And now they're making a post like, people are just not there for me, and I will continue my journey in exploring the depths of my soul. And then of course everyone else is going to be like the chorus of angels to uplift the one person that actually needs to sit and look at themselves in the mirror and be like, wow, maybe I did fuck up. Maybe I should have talked to that person. Mono, womano, whatever. But no, they won't really admit that they are wrong. Like I said, they'll hit the block button so fast that you think the Flash was in the room. But yeah, like I said, I'm not trying to say that spiritual narcissists are like bad people. I'm just saying that these are people that are often, misguided at some point in time during their journey. And sometimes they might need a little tap on the ass to basically, bring them down like a few notches. And also, if you do come across a spiritual narcissist, honestly, try not to be, an asshole about the things they are doing. Just speak the truth and move on. I mean, honestly, we can learn from like spiritual narcissists just a little bit, and it'll teach us things that we should not be doing. But yeah, it is what it is. Other than that, that is it for this video. Again, I didn't really want to go like really a marathon with this video. I just want to like bring those 3 parts that I posted on my TikTok, bam, into one, short and concise video. Other than that, if you guys can, please give your girl a thumbs up. That YouTube algorithm thing, really would love it for my video to be like up everywhere. Other than that, if you guys really want me to like touch base on anything else, feel free to like comment and let me know what else you want me to talk about. I have no problem doing that too. If you want to keep up with any notifications of future videos that I will be posting, you can follow me on all my social medias, as well as hit that bell button, that's the subscribe button, as well as like the notification button that will let you know whenever I upload these videos. Other than that, you guys have an amazing journey. Stay safe and stay blessed.